Now to our series, Kindness 101. Today's lesson from Steve Hartman and his kids is on stick-to-itiveness. The Hartmans introduced us to a young women's basketball team who had 4 years of straight losses. But through sheer determination, the athletes were able to turn things around and dribble their way to success.
Good morning. I'm here with my daughter and co-teacher, Meryl.
For a lesson on stick-to-itiveness.
Emmett, I assume this means to stick to it.
Well, kind of, but the actual definition is deeper. It's the quality of staying committed to a certain task or goal over a long period of time, especially when progress is slow.
And when you feel like quitting. Question, does this Post-it note have stick-to-itiveness?
Doesn't appear to.
It actually does.
Well, it doesn't matter if the Post-it note fails, as long as it keeps coming back and trying, it technically has stick-to-itiveness.
That's right. Stick-to-itiveness doesn't guarantee results, but sometimes miracles happen. And of course, I have a great example. A story pulled from our archive about what's possible when you really stick to it.
Lady!
Nice!
The Climax Fisher High School Lady Knights had been on a streak, booting and bobbling their way into the record books. This team from western Minnesota
Pitch it!
somehow strung together 84 straight losses.
Down bell,
That's
there you go.
4 straight years of ridicule.
People always make fun of you.
It's honestly embarrassing.
We lost a game 90-3, but those kids played like it's 5-5.
Jonathan Vanish is their coach.
They're going to be in there.
Jonathan says a few girls have quit, but the ones that remain are more determined than ever to turn this team around.
See if they can make an outside shot.
Which is why it was so heartening to see what happened in this game against Bagley High School, when the Climax Fisher Lady Knights, in white, got off to one of their best starts in recent memory. At halftime, they were actually leading by a point.
And the crowd was getting into it, which made it even better. Really in the zone.
And then things went really wrong.
Really wrong, yeah.
Unfortunately, in the second half, they got in major foul trouble.
Oh my God!
One by one, their seniors fouled out of the game. All of them. Before it was over, the juniors would be gone too. In fact, for the last 3 minutes, they only had 3 girls left. 2 sophomores and a freshman. The most inexperienced players on the losingest team in the state.
Are you telling them we can win this?
Well,
You didn't want to lie to them.
I don't think I used that term. I said, but you continue working to the end.
And that's really all their coach was expecting, a valiant effort. Can't win 3-on-5. In fact, they didn't score once from the field, but they did play stellar defense. And when they did get the ball, they were able to draw some fouls. And when they did draw those fouls, they made those free throws. Enough of them that when the buzzer sounded, the Lady Knights of Climax Fisher were on a new streak.
We were all hugging and crying and screaming our heads off.
It's probably the best moment of my life.
No matter what people say about you, if you keep putting in time and effort, it will pay off.
Joining us now, Adriana Rooney. She was a player on the team and is now coach of the Lady Knights.
Welcome to Kindness 101.
Thank you for having me.
How's the team doing?
You're like 8 and 15 or something like that.
8 and 15 is amazing.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Do you show the new players that story?
So actually the girls, they watch it probably way too many times, and
Why do you think they like watching it?
you have a clip in there of me blowing my nose. So they like to, tease
That's not the answer I was hoping for, but go on.
me.
So they tease you about it more than anything.
Yeah.
Do you want them to get something from this when they watch the video?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything's not about winning.
How has that whole experience affected your life outside of basketball?
I wouldn't be the person I am if I wouldn't have been on the team that I was on. I mean, you don't give up and you continue to do it even if it's hard.
We've said before in these classes that failure is the key to success.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, no one likes losing, but it builds character more than winning ever will, if you maintain your stick-to-itiveness. Do that, and maybe one day you'll get your miracle. We'll see you next time.
Until then, stay kind.
It's a made-up word, but some very real lessons there. You may not win, that's not guaranteed, but you can persevere until the end. Nate and I both approve that message.